And welcome to Prowensworld with me, your host, Prowen. Now, I did say there was going to be 2 episodes last week. However, I just never got round to recording the NanoWrimo episode or update. So, this will be it. So, after my Karmaka box unboxing that we did last episode last week, one key thing I would like to mention is to shuffle the cards before playing. My wife and I had a great game of it last week. We trialed it out and all. It was a lot of fun. However, we were ending up with the same types of cards. So until later on in the game, when we had transcended up a few of the creatures in or the births, or reincarnated a few times. But anyway. So it wasn't until a few times that we actually had the cards kind of getting shuffled a bit because we had gone through all of them. So that was a key thing, is to shuffle them well. I just kind of shuffled them a little bit and then we played, and obviously I did a terrible job. So that's that I wanted to update about. Now I may do more episodes updating from NanoWrimo as we get through the time, but as of now it will still be a weekly Tuesday episode show right now, or YouTube channel for now. Now, that being said, my schedule will be changing a little bit because I will be changing my responsibilities, my role at work. I won't be doing the schedule and all that. That'll be changing up, so my weekly shifts will change up slightly, so I will need to find a new date in order for me to upload. Maybe it will change to Thursdays because I am now taking over a different department. So maybe it will be Thursdays since I will have a set schedule that day. But either or, I will find a day that will stick, and it will be the new uploading day. That being, okay, I'll not keep saying that being said, but with that aside, let's go on with NanoWrimo. What have I been doing? Well, I've been kind of working out bits and pieces in my story and my outline, kind of jumping from character to outline. I've been watching, I forget names, I believe it's Rachel something. She does Nanoprep or Preptober. She has a YouTube channel. She's an author from Scotland. She's absolutely awesome. I will link her in the description with her channel, so you can go and check her out. Being a great help with all her Nanoprep stuff and Preptober videos that she's been uploading. So she says to start off with a motive for the character, working it into conflict, then effect on the conflict on the motive, and then work into world building / outlining, and that's pretty much the month of October. Now, I don't have it with me. It's on the Chromebook, but I will show you next episode what I mean by that breakdown, because I have it on there, and I can just kind of show you the screen. But right now, I'm in the kind of going from motives into conflict and effect stage of things right now, and I've got 2 characters kind of set up. One of them I'm kind of playing around with his actual background story. As I said, I am jumping back and forth a little, but I'm going to sit down after recording this and actually knock it out and get it done and catch up with where I should be by the it's a third way through the planning month, and I feel like I should be further, or should have done more, especially considering that I already had an idea structured beforehand. That being said, I like saying that word, but that little, anyway, sentence. With that, trailer 4, it's going away from me. Yeah, but with that, I am going to be getting that back on track and then get into the effects. So then within, let's say, the week, I can start world building and stuff, because I have taken my scope down, and what my original scope will be, without saying too much, will be revealed later on. Let's put it that way. I've focused my scope a little bit. So NanoWrimo, they do have a store, and I do like donating to them each year. So with this donation I did this time, I got the little bookmark and stuff. I got the calendar with the it's got like the word count on it. You got your daily word count and your the total word count. So that will keep my mind on the fridge. Like when I go to the fridge, like, okay, I'm this far behind or this far ahead. I can work with that sort of thing, and that will keep me focused. Also, I did grab myself a mug, which I can put my tea or coffee in. So we've got on the back, or because it's like a swivel top, but I'll go through it. So we had the NanoWrimo. I don't know if that's going to focus properly or not, if it looks good. But yeah, I have the NanoWrimo logo right here. And then on the other side we have good to the last plot. And it's 18-ounce cup. There's nothing in it right now. I was going to have a drink in it and then do it for the show, but for this. But anyway, I just figured I'll have it empty so I can show you. So it's 18 ounces that it can store in here. Hand wash only, or preferably. Don't get it like put it in the dishwasher or anything like that, or microwave it. Don't put it in the freezer, that sort of thing, because you'll ruin it. And the lid, it's just a screw kind of thing. And then the lid is screwed as well. As you can see, this is now open, and then this flip and it's done. And then to clean it, which is very nice, you just have these two little pieces. Whoop. There we go. And it just removes the top spinny bit from here, and then you can just wash it very nicely, very cleanly. And it puts together nice and easy, and it's just boom, done. See, pretty good, pretty easy, pretty nice. I've been using it practically every day. I've been having coffee out of it every morning. When NanoWrimo hits, I'll be drinking that stuff like, I don't know, medicine, candy, fizzy drinks, I don't know. Anyway, we're drinking that like water, let's put it that way, because that would be my my fuel for getting NanoWrimo down, getting my word count down. Another tool that I wanted, I've got the computer up behind me, but another tool that I will be using is a program or a website called forthewords.com. Now, forthewords.com, I could read it, but I'm just going to go off memory because I'm actually trying to look at the camera. I'm doing my best to look at the camera, but I can look behind it and I can read it off there. But anyway, so it is a website where you can play games, pretty much. There's a story that's been created. And the main focus of it, let's take it in the point of NanoWrimo, because you can use it for many variety of things. But the main point of it is, as you go along the story, you'll be fighting monsters, let's say, creatures, and you get XP for them, you can get items, that sort of thing. But the way that you defeat the monsters is the key to it being combined with NanoWrimo is genius. And I just found this, thankfully, because I will be using it for during NanoWrimo. And between the 1st and the 30th of November, they will be doing a exclusive NanoWrimo game. I don't know if it's the whole website or it's just for NanoWrimo people. I'm assuming it's just the website, because there was nothing there connecting my NanoWrimo account to it. So I'm pretty sure it will just be locked to NanoWrimo exclusive from the 1st to the 30th, and then it will disappear or get changed back to how it is right now. But the game will still apply. But what will change is that the daily requirements will be, I think it's 1,667 words, which is what you should be writing at the minimum each day in order to hit 50,000 words for the month. That's the goal, is 50,000 words. And every objective or mission going through the campaign or the story is focused on getting every user to 50,000 words by the end of the month. So every day you have a focus of getting 1,667 words at least, with the main focus of the month being 50,000 words. So that's why it's perfect. Between that and the calendar on the fridge, it's going to be great for keeping me on track. Because that's what I need. I need to be able to do that, because if I just see pages of text, I'm gonna be, oh wow, I've wrote a lot, and I'll see a number obviously with the word count, and I'll be like, wow, that's a lot, and then it'll be like, oh, I don't need to worry about it too much today. I'll do a little bit, or oh, I won't worry about it today. I'll focus on working my real job, my actual job, not like writing's not a real job. Apologies for that. Just my actual job, which I get paid for. I can focus on that, or spend time with my wife, or that sort of thing, play some games. But I got to focus. And I think this forthewords.com and the calendar will keep me focused on track, because not only does it have, while you're doing the boss, it will tell you like, hey, you have 30 minutes, for example, to write 500 words. So you have 30 minutes to defeat this boss by writing 500 words. In my example, which I think I had last night. I was just practicing last night. I just started writing. I'm like, oh, this is a test to write this thing, and then I was like, then 2 ogres was standing in front of me chuckling because they destroyed their father destroyed the ruby, and I really wanted to get that ruby, so they weren't going to stop me. And before they even noticed that, before they even noticed anything, I had gone past and I was smacking at the door. And by that point, I was almost at 200 words sort of thing. And I was like, wow, this is really good. Like, I'm just writing the story and I'm almost hitting 200 words. I'm like, well, I've only got like 300 more to go. Let's continue. So already it was just like, wow, I'm so close to hitting that goal for defeating this enemy on the forthewords.com website that it was keeping me going for my NanoWrimo. Obviously, it was just a practice thing. That I may not use that for my story. Hey, maybe it would. Maybe there is ogres which just destroy the ruby. That kind of can play into my story. However, I'm just saying, like, it's a very good tool to use for NanoWrimo. It's a very good tool to keep you on track. And I like how there's a countdown or a count up timer, or a timer then, I suppose. Anyway, that will keep like word sprints sort of thing. So maybe there will be an objective where you have to write such amount of words in a certain amount of time, not just necessarily like 30, you have 30 minutes in order to write 500 words, but more like you have 2 minutes to write 100 words or something like that, like a word sprint. And then like this enemy will disappear really quickly, or will run away if you don't attack it, and kill it in a certain amount of time, in a certain amount of speed, I should say. So I think like that, it can work in word sprints. It can work in keeping you just maintaining your minimum at least. Obviously, there's going to be more things. There'll be treasure chests, and like you might have a bigger enemy. Maybe you have to do like 10,000 words in a day or something to defeat this one. Stuff like that. If it sees you that you're running behind, maybe it'll throw in more type of opponents, or maybe it'll do like mini little tiny ones to like word sprints. So it will keep you trying to catch up. Just stuff like that. I think it's going to be a great website, and I think everyone should try and check it out at least. They do give you a free month, a trial. Now, I did sign up to it yesterday, so mine's going to expire before the actual NanoWrimo properly gets going. My battery's going to run low, so we'll probably sum this up pretty quickly. But for the participants of NanoWrimo, you do get 25% off a month, and I believe it said it was like $7 a month or something along that line. My mouse has died, so I can't scroll down on there, so everything's just kind of going out. But wireless mouse. But anyway, so I think it's like $7 a month or something like that. And then you get 25% off, or I think it's like 60% off if you're a winner. So if you want to continue it on, which I probably will do, because it's going to expire on the 9th of November, so I'm going to have to continue it on another month. But I think it's a really good price, and I think it's a really good tool in order to help you out keeping your word count going. Another one that I was really interested in is I went back to Evernote. I did use Scrivener last year, and I have it on the desktop right now. But with the computer on, it gets so hot, I get so tired that I just can't write. And I'm in here right now, and I've only been in here for like 20 minutes, and it's already, warming up my face. I'm getting perspiration a little bit because it is warm with this computer now. So I'm going to have to find I'm going to have to find a place or go somewhere where it's kind of cooler, because it just makes me tired. I just can't write, and that's why a lot of times I'm going back and forth to my characters to outline and stuff like that, and I'm not actually focused on getting it complete, moving along sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to be focused on as soon as this episode ends. But I just wanted to tell you about Evernote, which is really up their game, phenomenal. I'm so glad that they have updated it, because it kind of replaced me needing my Note 7. in the sense of I had like memos where I can just talk audio, write memos and handwrite, because it has it already built in it. So I'm just using the same program that I was using for my Note 7 from Samsung, and I'm using it on my Note 4 now with Evernote, and it's perfect. And also they gave me a free year, which kind of helps out. So I'm on a premium subscription, which has a bunch of extra little things. But you can also do it for free, so don't worry about that too much. You just have a bit more of a space restriction, which kind of is a bummer. But anyway, I just want to update that to you all. Next week will be more of a storyline update rather than like how I'm getting started with prep. But I do have my Prowen character, I have my Phoenix character, I have a bunch of other characters that I have introduced, but I just need to focus on them now tonight, get it done. And then next week I will have like a big update with like storylines. I'll let you know what the characters are going, or what the plan for the characters, that sort of thing. If you're interested in knowing about the characters, let me know in the description, in the comments below. Let me know if you want to know about world building, and I'll let you know about that too. And I am going to be sending out messages, or I'm going to be sending out messages like this, recruiting beta readers. So if you are interested in that, I will go into more detail next episode, because it is getting pretty long for this one. But I will go into that next week with beta readers and that. But I am interested, so if you want to read my book and give me feedback, the feedback is the big thing, the difference between me just giving you my content for you to read and just having it, and then me actually asking, hey, like, I need some feedback back. So that's a difference there between me just giving it to you and then me giving it to you and expecting some feedback. That's how, I hope I didn't knock my note. But anyway, that's the one little thing between beta reader and just like a reader. Although readers can give feedback too. But I learned about beta readers recently. That's why I'm using the word about a beta reader. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you sticking through this. If you've watched it all the way through to the end, let me know what your thoughts are on forthewords.com. I think it's a great website, and I'd love to hear from you guys. It is in like a trialing period right now, like a beta alpha type thing. I think it's more beta, but anyway, so let me know how that is, and let me know your thoughts. Also, thoughts about the story. If you want to hear anything of me from the world, the characters and all that, we can focus on that, or I can focus on that next week. But hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I thank you all once again for watching this episode. I've been Prowen of Prowensworld, and I will catch you all next time. Goodbye now.